My learned mentors, leaders, teachers, my family, my global family, welcome to the world of everything. Whatever you know, whatever you read, what you want, this is the world of everything, and I really mean it. Thank you for being here, and today I have got the task to let you know something different about one of the most important products of our company, Morinda Citrofolia. How many people are stressed? Any idea? Everyone. How many people are not stressed? You cannot, if you are in reaction, you cannot be stressed. You are very right. Everybody should raise their hand, I am not stressed because I am in reaction. You know that. This is the mission of reaction, to take that stress out. But let me tell you how many stresses you have. Any idea? How many type of stresses you have? No idea. Only one stress you think. It is only physical, mental stress, right? That is the most common stress people talk about. And I feel there are 12 types of stresses. How many? 12. One of the most common is stress itself. I cannot stress more over stress because the stress itself is a stress. Mental stress, physical stress, a laborer working hard, physical muscular stress, biochemical stress, a chemical poison going in, killing the cells. That's a biochemical stress. Metabolic stress, where metabolism is not working well. And psychological stress. Nothing is wrong, people cannot diagnose, but there is something wrong which cannot be visualized. Environmental stress, everybody knows, we can't do anything about it. Financial stress, say yes, right?
Yes.
Financial stress, family stress, job stress, traffic stress, right?
Yes.
And I added one, expat stress.
Yes.
Yes, this is 100% true for all the people who are working outside their homes, right? So there are so many stresses that we have just closed our eyes on. So I want to let you emphasize on things that what you can do and you can benefit with the Morinda itself. So times are changing. Before, if you talk about stress, talk about disease, you'll find 33% of the people in the world are stressed and diseased, and they're going to the doctor, getting the management doctor. But now, 75% of people below the 40 years of age are stressed, 36% are prone to diseases, affected 50 years, plus people just 15 years ago. And dual income households and poor lifestyle habits, that's very, very common problem here. So that time is changing. Things are going to get worse even every minute now. But what is the impact? What is the impact? As Papi Bhai very well said, your habits have got a great impact on your physical style, your long-term benefits for your longevity. So habits impact on our health. New lifestyles are resulting into generations to change, but sometimes in a worse scenario. They're not giving anything except their style. Their life is going back, and their style is only remaining with the change of every minute. So what, at the end of the day, if you see here, sleep disorders, diseases like cancer, stroke, heart attack are getting common. Previously, heart attack was one of the key cause of death. Now, every day, everywhere, every family, I find a cancer patient. Am I right? Every family I find a cancer patient. And all sooner the better. If you try to prevent, nobody is ready to prevent cancer until they get it. If you tell them, okay, I don't want cancer because my mother had cancer, they will look like me, okay, so once you get cancer, then you get the treatment. Why are you spending money before? Look at the mentality. So this is what is happening. But, as you know, this is a very old, hardcore fact. Prevention is better than cure. We are paying the price for fast growth by passing the age health as well. Now the health issues emerging day to day are even losing their identity. Coronavirus, who knew about that 10 years back? What are the other viruses are going to come? We don't know. These are the masks of the illnesses which we are ourselves responsible. What do you think? Coronavirus has come from the air?
No.
It is only the change of bad lifestyle which has resulted into that aggravation or mutation of one type of cell into another, or rebellious cell changing its nature, going into another body, changing its genetics and becoming a coronavirus, right, doctor? This is what they say. This is a mutated virus which has gone into different habitat, and that's why it came out to be a third personality altogether. So this is what is happening, and you cannot stop it. Not a very beautiful picture, but to some it is. Right. Nutrition builds from within. Maybe you don't look so smart, but inside health is more important, and experts, they agree. The 80% of the damage to your body is by your own lifestyle and diet. This is a very common known factor. How do we get in? Nutritional supplementation. Izafi, Ghaza. Supplement something, we're not ready to supplement. We don't know about nutrition, we don't want to know about nutrition. What if even if we know, we are not practicing? I know all about balanced diet, but how much I eat balanced diets every day, you can see that. Right? So this is what we are hypocrites. We don't apply everything what is true and what is right that we claim. So this is what this thing can do. Diet, people die to eat, some eat to die. Others, they don't have anything to eat. So, but there are certain things. I am not going to go into the conventional Morenzi presentation that is going to give you a burger and you get a mouthful of water and then you say, oh, it's going to affect your oxidative stress and then digestive upset, blah, blah. I'm not going to go into the fantasy of those diseases. But I'm going to tell you today how Morenzi is different from other digestive enzymes or other supplements which are going to give you a deep cell health like any other of our products. But our products, as they are commonly supplements and anybody can take it, but we should know how much difference in the variety of nutrition a product is having. So let's see. This is the Morinda citrifolia, as all of you know. And what is its contribution? Been used as one of the basic ingredients in formulation of conventional Indian culture at the back, but deep in the 80 islands and Pennsylvanian coast, they have been using for more than 5,000 years. The root, the stem, the fruit, all of them were used as a medicinal product as well as the food itself. But they used it, they didn't go for research. They didn't go for any research, for European research or American. They found it, they used it. So Noni has been one of the basic recent study. Have you ever heard of Professor Neil Solomon? I always mention him. You know Professor Neil Solomon? How many of you don't know? See, Professor Neil Solomon is one of the doctors who has devoted his whole life to Morinda citrifolia. And he says there are 101 reasons, objectives, that why you should take Morenzi regularly. 101. And if you know those, you will not stop taking it till you die. So this is, and he has written 5 books on it, proving that scientifically, physiologically, biochemically, how safe it is for every person who can take even a small baby. Recent study has been on its activation, how it is making the body actively protein content and phytonutrients to give its oxidative and inflammatory activity. I will tell you this. Now, there is a how come it is a health supplement? As it is a herb, it's a gift of nature. No man can create it. But it has to be created hygienically in a controlled environment with all the non-septic techniques or aseptic techniques, no pesticides, no fertilizers. Then only it's a fruit which can be fruitful for you. So what are the properties that it has? I'm going to go into the details. If you see here, this is a bank. Inflammation, adaptation, analgesia, hypertension, prevention, congestive heart disease, cellular health, whatever you name it, there's a very huge list of the effect of Moringa citrifolia. But there is one more thing which is a fact, that it can give you the richest supply of the nutrients. Apart from the prevention, it is the richest supply of the nutrition ranging from vitamins to minerals. I will tell you why minerals are important. So it is rich in vitamins, all sorts of vitamins. I don't want to go into the names so that you can get bored. But it has all the minerals, which has chromium, magnesium, molybdenum, sodium, potassium, carbohydrates, and 140 isolated. Now recently, yesterday there is an article on Moringa, Noni. Yesterday morning, attributed to Noni, more than 300 ingredients have been identified in Moringa to give this support to the cells of the body. More than 300. So this is something which is every ingredient. So it contains all the bioactive iridoids, which gives you support not only as a defense, but also it is give you a support to be a defensive, immunized person to follow the change in the lifestyle and environment. May it be pollution, may it be your bad diet, may it be your genes. You know, people now they say that whatever your genes are, they are tiger locked. As if you have a hungry tiger in your house, it is locked. That is known as genes. And that lock is epigenetic code. And what is that epigenetic code? It is your lifestyle and habit. The minute you change, you have a key, you unlock it with your bad lifestyle, that tiger is going to come out and eat you. That is your genes. So our food, our DXL food, is the permanent lock to that tiger. This is the beauty of this. And how it works? It doesn't let those genes execute the command. See, if you have a computer, you apply a force, then a key comes up, right? If you type A, then the A will be typed. If you don't type A, it's not going to come on the screen.
Yes.
Fact, right?
Yes.
But it is there. But it is there. On the keyboard, it is there. It can come up on the screen anytime. Same way, your bad gene is there, but it needs execution of that click. And that click is your lifestyle and habit and your diet. Okay? So this is how all these things are going to work. And our products or any nutrition, any oxidative anti-stress product is going to work on that epigenetics to make your genes in